Hello everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com and welcome to my craft room. Today we are going to be using the Still Scenes bundle. This is a gorgeous bundle. If you are going to give cards, you might have to send it in a bubble pack if you're going to mail this card because of the dome. I'm not sure about that. But this is a gorgeous card, a fun set. And here are the dies. These are the Snow Globe Scenes dies. Just beautiful to make this globe right here. And we are going to go ahead and make a freestanding globe today. And I was inspired by Wow Nola Creations to make this a freestanding one and then adhere it to the card. This one I put down with Tombow, because there was a lot of, you can see the depth of that globe. But isn't that a fun interactive card right there? Just using our snow and our glitter. And you saw on my video right before this one on how to put the snow on top of the houses, okay? So here are the two pieces that I did on that last video, which I'm going to have to use these separately because, guys, you cannot add your snow and then run it through the Big Shot. I was laughing at myself after I did the video. It was about like a couple of hours later. I was like, oh, wait, I can't run that through the Big Shot tomorrow because I'm going to squish the snow. So you have to run it through the Big Shot first, then add your snow, because see, you'll want it to cut out like this. All right, you'll want it to cut like this. It has a die for that. Now if you're just doing the scene, and what I'm going to do is probably cut this down square and back it with a few things and then use it on a card. Very, very cute. Because I'm not going to let go of these. They are just too cute to destroy. So we'll use that on another project. But I wanted to show you, if you're going to place this in the globe, please, guys, cut it out first. This one came out so cute. I even added some snow down here on the ground. I just thought this, I was really having fun with this accent of snow, the puff. And so really just had a ball with that. Now here I used some purple posy because I used the Feels Like Frost Designer Series paper. Now when I used this one where I wanted those trees in behind my house right there, let me bring that up, how I wanted those trees to be, I had to cut it like this from the paper, okay? And then I flipped it over and I cut right here to add my embellishment right here to my smoky slate. I ran this through the Subtles embossing folder right there just to give me a little texture behind that. And then here's my inside. Now, why did I do this little bit of a wash with the purple posy Stampin' Blends is because the ink pad is still not out yet. So you just, figure something else out. And so that's exactly what I did, and I loved it. I just took this and I washed it down, just back and forth, and then I stamped that beautiful saying, "May the timeless message of Christmas fill your heart and home with joy today and always." That is a beautiful saying for Christmas. I love the season's greetings here. I did that in Smoky Slate. And that's how I incorporated my purple posy. And then my snowflakes right there are in Pool Party. Pool Party makes a great color for snowflakes no matter what kind of a card or project you're doing. But we just have a beautiful little interactive card there. Just fun, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and start to make this project. As you can see on this one, I used my silver paper right here. The silver foil. And I cut it out with these two circles. And this is how she taught us on the Wow Nola creation card, because this is going to be a freestanding snow globe that we're going to make today. Not totally it can go onto any card. You wait and see. So these are the two sizes that I used from the layering circles. I put them together like this now. And what I did was I got this paper out for this project that we're going to do. So pretty, out of the Feels Like Frost 6x6 Specialty Designer Series paper. And I cut my back. I cut my circle out because now I've got this. And it has the other side of this. So that is really pretty cool. Along with, I cut the base of the globe out with the other side of this so that these two elements now match. Isn't that nice? I mean, of course, you can use the solid silver foil paper if you'd like to, but I thought, well, why not? You know, if you've got a 6x6 piece of paper, let's just go ahead and try to use that. So I'll save this for another project, but I just thought I'd show you a little bit different things that we are doing. So now what I want to do, I cut this base out of Night of Navy, which looks very, very pretty. Here I did, on this card, I did Smoky Slate. It didn't stand out as much, but it's still okay. But I think this is going to look really pretty against this blue right here, it being darker underneath. So here I cut this out with the die, very, very pretty, and we're going to attach that with some Tombow. And you only need some dots of Tombow on here. No big deal, just kind of in the corners and in the middle, just enough to adhere, hold this down onto your Night of Navy piece. Just kind of where you have a little bit more paper maybe, and just put your dots. Very simply. Okay, good enough. We'll turn this over. Let me get this DSP out of the way. And we will place this right on top of this Night of Navy piece. And do you see how, like, you know, live and learn, okay? So, like, that was my first one that I did. And I just felt like this would look better with a darker piece of cardstock underneath it. So, you know, I think with this card, even though that's Purple Posy right there, there's a lot of other color in that. And I would want to pick up maybe the, I don't know, the Rococo Rose even from here would probably look pretty. The Highland Heather, I think, would look, actually, I would probably do the Highland Heather to go into a deeper shade of purple that for the base here, just so that it would stand out a little bit better. But like I said, live and learn. Okay, so we've got that on there. That's perfect. Let's move that aside. Now we have our little house here that I've done off camera, and I've added my snow. You guys know I fell in love. Let me get that puffy paint. Here it is. Snowfall Accents Puff Paint. There will be a list down here below of everything that I've used on this card today. And remember, if you're a new customer, you're going to get an annual catalog with some 6x6 sheets of paper and a holiday catalog for free, along with the 2 free card kits for the month of September. So here we're going to go ahead and place this house where we want it in our little scene. Isn't it nice that that provided a scene? And what we want to do now is get our globe, and these globes have it adhesive front and back, or back and front, okay, on the back and on the front. So we want to kind of see where we want our little house, and just take this globe before you peel anything off and just eyeball it. You want to make sure that you have enough room on the sides here that you're going to be able to cut it. I'm going to move it over just slightly and place it in the middle. And I'm going to place this right here, and I love that. That is so perfect for this scene. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I just eyeball it, guys. You can make a little mark if you wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm going to know that right up here where this tree is, I just need to come off of that larger kind of snowflake a little bit. We're fine. So here we go. And as you can see, it was a boo-boo piece on the back, right? Never waste anything, because this is going to get adhered down with Tombow. Now, the reason why we're doing the Tombow is because when we add our pretties, our shaker things, wonderful. I don't want them to get stuck behind here like on dimensionals. So I'm just going to let this adhere down just like that. So that's why we definitely want our Tombow to the ends of this little cutout piece. Isn't that adorable? Look at this. Now we have made a scene. Isn't that pretty? Now if anything is popping up, now is the time to re-add your Tombow. Don't wait. Go ahead and put it on there and stick it back down and let it take hold before then. Now we're going to add our pretty stuff. Woo! So let's see. Let's just make sure that we have that in good position, and we do. Oh, that's adorable. That is just adorable. Okay, these are fun. Now, what we want to do is add just a pinch. I'm going to add the snowflake sequence. And now is a good time, if you wanted to, if you had solid cardstock, to take some of these and just place them around, like sequence around. You could place a snowflake or two. I'm not going to do that because we have some beautiful paper there. So I'm just going to take a pinch of my sequence and put it on the center of the house. Let it get all off my fingers there. So as you can see, you get a lot. Then I'm going to take my ice Stampin' Glitter and my little spoon here. This is an ice cream spoon, like a sample spoon. We have a place near us called the Stock Pot. And I'm going to take a spoonful of this, and I'm going to place this right here on the middle of the card. I might have added a little bit more of that, but I thought maybe even that this card needed just a little bit more. I've already run my embossing buddy around here to get the static off of that plastic. Okay, and then I wiped it out with a nice clean paper towel, something that won't leave dust behind. So here we go with our shaker. I just want to make sure that I don't have any dust or anything. Oh, I just got glue on that. Let me get another one. We'll clean that up in a minute. So here's the box, and you get 10. So you can make 10 shaker cards. All right. And so right here, and that's a nice clean one. So we're going to go right over top of this. See what I did? I had glue on my finger, and I touched it right there. I'm going to have to get that off of there before I use it. So, okay. So this right here, we're going to peel the back piece off. Just the back. Just peel it off. Just get it started. Here we go. And it just comes right off, okay? Now we're going to take this, and you have one shot at this, guys, because it's very, very sticky. You want to place this where you want it, where that house, your snow, centralized. Look at the bottom of it. I love it. We are good to go right there. Now press. Press and press. Really, really press that down. Making such a beautiful scene here. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, now watch. Oh, I'm so glad that I added more of the glitter. Isn't that cute? So it's really snowing in our snow globe now. Yes, it did definitely needed more glitter. Now, what she showed is we're going to cut this out. I'm going to take my snips, and you're going to angle them toward the back. You want the paper to bevel backwards so you don't see it. And then we're going to attach our ring. So this she cut around, and this is very simple to do. So open your scissors and move your project into the scissors as they close. Open them all the way up again. And as you round it, close your scissors. You'll get a nice even cut that way. Nice even cut. Beautiful. Now there is the die to cut this out, but this is going to be a freestanding snow globe. Okay? You'll see in just a second. That's why we've had to do it this way, because I want full coverage adhesive on the back of my paper. I have my scissor angled toward the back of the project to angle the paper. This way you don't see it at all. Now, out of one 6x6 sheet of paper, and we still have a little bit left here, right? I've gotten this entire project. Isn't this cute? That is so cute. Let me shut this. Do I have too much light? Okay, is that better? I don't know. It does glare because of the snow globe, but look at that. Isn't that fun? And we made our little house with our snow, and our snowflakes are in there, and our glitter is in there. I'm just amazed with that. Okay, so when I love a project, I love a project. Let's bring in our card base. And now with this, because we have the ink in Seaside Spray, this is the inside piece, and it is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I'm going to move our little snow globe to the side there. And I want to open up my Seaside Spray. Get that. And I want to get this most beautiful saying, and I love the font on that saying. So we want to square this up nicely and get this inked up with our Seaside Spray. And you've heard me say, guys, normally I am a very traditional red and green Christmas person, but I really enjoyed using the Purple Posy and the Seaside Spray because of the Feels Like Frost DSP. It made me, there we go, that's beautiful. It made me really enjoy the paper with the coloring. So I was very, very happy with that. Now I'm going to do my snowflakes in Smoky Slate. I've already done my greeting here. I did the season's greeting and I just flagged it, that's all. I just eyeballed it. I cut this on a piece of, I stamped it, I'm sorry, on a piece of paper, and I just cut it real close and then just flagged the end here. That's all. So I'm going to take my snowflakes here, which would make a fantastic background, and we're just going to do those in Smoky Slate, just like that. Cute, right? You always just adapt. We had to use the blends of the Purple Posy because we didn't have the ink pad, and we made a different look for the inside of this card with that. And now our look for our other card will be like this because we have the ink pad. It's crafting. You can always adapt, and that is what is just the fun about everything. Just whatever you do is right because it's your creation. I think that is just wonderful. So here we're just going to use some snail. And I'm going to bring in my card base, which is Smoky Slate, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. So it opens like this. And I'm going to place my inside, and I'm done there. Now we're going to work on the outside. I have my Seaside Spray here at 5 1/4 by 4. I've ran it through the Subtles embossing folder, and because it's embossed, we're going to use some Tombow. Anytime you have texture, use your Tombow. Use any kind of liquid glue. When you have texture, you really want to use liquid glue. Make sure you get it in those corners. And now place this on the front, just like that. I also love with the Tombow having the wiggle room, just in case I'm off a little bit, I can always shift it. So that's fun. Now my little Season's Greetings tag is going to go up here on an angle, and I'm just going to use some dimensionals with that. 2 in here. I think that's good. That's good enough. Right there. And I just left my tag right here, my sentiment, very simple, because really the focal point of the card is this absolutely gorgeous globe. Let's move this aside and bring our globe back in and our base back in. Now we're going to bring in also our circle. And like I said, you could use either one that you want. The one that we've cut with the matching, which is the one I'm going to use, or I made another circle right here in the silver. You could, of course, make it in any color. Let's talk about these in the, let me get my ruler. The dimensions, the largest one is right about, let's say, almost 3 1/4 on that die. Do you see that? That's the largest one. And then this one is about almost 2 3/4. Okay, and that's how I got that width that is perfect for this globe. So now this does not fit. So here's what she did. She just took it. This is so simple. And I'm going to take it where the white is here because I love the silver. And she just snip it. And then it just opens up and goes around there perfectly. You don't have to worry about the gap here because our base is going to cover it. Isn't that fun? Now it's time to take away our top adhesive strip here take that backing away, and now you have a very sticky top. And what you want to do is place this on top and just let it fall around the globe, pushing it with your finger just around the base of the globe. It just falls right into place, really. Don't worry about this. This is what needs to be beautiful, and it is. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just gorgeous. That could have come down a little bit here because I'm behind camera. Oh no, and there is no way we are going to do that. That is committed. Okay. So now we need to fix what I just ripped, right? Ah! Let's get a little Tombow in here. So don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Let's just make a lemonade out of lemons here. We'll never know it, except you guys will, right? There we go. It's right back on there. We're good. Now this will go here, and I'm just going to add, again, some Tombow right down here. I thought maybe I could lift it and get away with it, but absolutely not. Once it's down, we're done. And we're going to place our base right here. Glue dots would work also right here very well, and that really covers that up. So right here we are with our base. Look at our snow globe that I almost ruined on camera. Oh, but we saved it, didn't we? Looks great. Let me make sure that this comes over where I need it. Just a little bit more. Okay. I'm pressing that down. Isn't that adorable? Here is our snow globe. Let's bring our card in, and this is how this is going to go right here. Press that down. And, you know, I'm going to pop it up. The last one I put down with Tombow, I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. I think that it will be adorable up. Even though this card does have a lot of dimension, but you know what? When there's this much dimension, why stop? Just add a little bit more, right? But this is going to look really cute. Because I love the interaction of the snow globe. Okay. Oh, that is just too cute. All right, now, I don't want it all the way over here. I kind of want it over to the left just a little bit so that my Seaside Spray shows. And here we are, popped up with dimensionals. It didn't give it that much lift, but it really, really made the card look to me a little bit more interactive, and it does complement our sentiment here. Where this one, as you can see, this is popped up and the snow globe is not. This is the back side of the DSP. This is the solid silver foil paper. So here are our two cards for today. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial on how to put a freestanding snow globe together onto a card. That is just beautiful. I am in awe of this with the globe. This is a lot of fun. So if you have family members that you're going to give cards to, you might think about making some of these. Just a lot of fun right there. A lot of shaker fun. I can't stop. Okay, thanks again for watching, guys. Please go to stampinginthevalley.com. Click on the big blue button, order any and all of your Stampin' Up! Products, or you can click on the Shop Now button that's right below here. Thank you so much for watching, and happy crafting.